We're here on a Thursday evening in a very, very wet East Belfast, and hundreds of people have turned up to what's euphemistically called Freedom Corner on the Newton Ives Road in East Belfast. And the reason these people are here is because the concerns they've got about what's been happening in our country in the last week. Many of you will have seen the coverage of what's happened in Ballymena on the news. Unfortunately, you're not being told the truth. You're being told it's about race. You've been told that the people that are rioting are racist. The reality is, what's happened in Ballymena is the complete opposite of the narrative that you've been fed. In fact, one of the families that was attacked, or the child was allegedly attacked, is a mixed race family. So that completely demolishes the narrative that those riots are about race. The reality is the riots are about community cohesion. What's happened over the past 20, 30 years throughout the whole of the UK, and really in the past 10 years in Ireland, is there's been a mass influx of migrants to the country. Many of the people that have come into this country do not have the country's best interests at heart. That's just a fact. And the drain on resources, the drain on housing, and the GP surgeries and the dentists, it's massively affecting the people of these communities. And they've had enough. It's as simple as that. And what happened in Ballymena was an explosion of anger after one incident, but it was one incident that built up over the period of about 10 years. And it can't be looked at in isolation. The reality is that every single community in Ireland, north and south, has been affected by this. Northern Ireland, massively affected by it. The Republic of Ireland, massively affected by it. And the UK is exactly the same. And if you go to any community up and down the United Kingdom, you'll find people just as angry as the people that are standing out on the streets today. It's not because they're racist, it's because they love their country, they love their communities, they love their families, and they're very, very concerned about what's happening. And the truth of the matter is, people coming out like this will become commonplace right the way throughout the United Kingdom. And sadly, what happened in Ballymena may well become commonplace. The British government, the establishment, the police, the media, the judiciary, the quangos, they all need to wake up and realise that the policies that they're enforcing on people are going to lead to the destruction of the United Kingdom. And there's been a lot of talk about civil unrest and disturbances. And I must admit, I basically didn't believe it was going to happen. But the truth is, it is happening, and it's happening right now. So people need to wake up. They need to start doing something about it. And that's why the people are out here today. It's a totally peaceful demonstration. There's no chanting, there's no racist slogans, there's nothing about race here, apart from saying that they're not racist. So people need to wake up and realise that these communities are crying out for help, and they're not getting help. All they're getting is demonised and marginalised and slandered by the mainstream media, by the politicians. Michelle O'Neill calling out the people of Ballymena saying they were racist. Now, Michelle O'Neill has no room to tell anybody anything about bigotry, hatred and violence, because the party that she represents and the people in the IRA who her party used to give cover for have done more damage to this country than anybody else in its history. So people need to wake up and smell the coffee. This isn't a loyalist thing. This isn't a Republican thing. This is just the people of Northern Ireland coming together and fighting for their rights, fighting for their civil rights. And isn't that how the trouble started in the very beginning?